now to CVM TV News to see it happen.
Tonight in CVM News at 7, Stona secures Jamaica's first Paris gold. Jamaica 62 won love to the world, and 150 Jamaicans tapped for national awards.
Also this evening, farmers to receive $1.4 billion worth of assistance. In the business report, a spotlight on exports. And in sports, historic high jump final for Romaine Beckford. From Kingston, Jamaica, this is CVM News at 7. I'm Stephen McHugh.
And I'm Curlin Brown. It's Wednesday, August 7, 2024. Thanks so much for joining us. Well, Jamaica ended its Olympic gold drought in Paris on Wednesday. The standout Olympic discus champion Roje Stona, who stunned with a massive 70-meter throw, shattering the Olympic record.
Jamaicans at home and across the diaspora are jubilant about this milestone. Prime Minister Andrew Holness registering his high praise.
This is the first time that a Jamaican has won the discus at the Olympics. Roje has done his family proud, and he has brought tremendous joy to our country. Indeed, he has reminded the world that Jamaicans are resilient people. We are talented people, and we are capable of not only doing well on the track, but we also shine brightly in the field events. We are proud of you, Roje, and we celebrate your major achievement.
Well, the Jago Old Boys win brings Jamaica's medal tally to 5, our athletes also having earned 3 silver and a bronze.
Aspects of this, the 70th staging of Denbigh, were, however, overshadowed by Hurricane Beryl. Farmers pointing to the impact on their operations and the prices of their produce. Brittania Witter continues.
With help underway for farmers, the cost of agricultural produce should resolve over time. But as for now, farmers say the cost for goods is simply out of their control.
We sell banana, pine, ginger, nutmeg, all kind of something. You see. Say price about them have to know what one, Beryl, run.
One customer says although it's costly, she understands it's just the way things are.
The prices are ridiculous. Ginger for 700 a pound. 800 and the pine. But I can understand though, because, the poor people come out with them little bit of something. They might try and make a money. Some of them come from our country, wherever. And then want them bus fare or taxi fare if you go home. So they really have to sell a little something that they have. You can see it's not much food here. And they have to make a little money to, they suffer the blunt of the hurricane, some of them. So they need the money, but it's hard on us who are purchasing because when the things are of such enormous price, you hardly can buy, you have to, whereas you would buy £1, you have to buy £25 or $100 worth or something, but you really have to cut back.
Meanwhile, the farmers are eagerly anticipating the government's help, especially through the provision of fertilizers.
Yeah, man, if I have a little fertilizer, right now all the yammed, me can't take them up. Me have to buy all over.
Brittania Witter, CVM News.
It was an evening of pure bliss as the country's annual independence celebration culminated with a grand gala at the National Stadium in Kingston. Among the featured performances, the Jamaica Constabulary Forces Women and the now staple drone show and fireworks. Trisha Gay Kelly looks back with a taste of what those who flooded the venue witnessed firsthand.
Jamaica has indeed come a long way. 62 years of independence, no longer a British colony. And each year, Jamaicans celebrate this milestone in a variety of ways, but one stands out. The Grand Gala, as the name suggests, is the final and most supported emancipendence event in the series of festivities. For Jamaicans, Grand Gala is more than a celebration. It's a show which displays Jamaican talents by identifying the various musical contributions to our culture, both in song and dance. And in the height of the celebrations, the Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF featured an entire routine with women in the force as a tribute to the Jamaican poetic legend Louise Bennett Coverley. Speaking of Miss Lou, she was also featured in the highlight of the evening when drones lit the Kingston sky. The show featured the man with the fastest 100 and 200 meter records in history, Usain Bolt, alongside Jamaica's pocket rocket, now mommy rocket, Shelley and Fraser Price. And tribute was even paid to the man who put reggae music on the map, Bob Marley. The drone show left patrons wowed on Tuesday. Designed by Lunar Light Drones, the show moved from 300 drones in 2023 to thrice that number, a total of 1,000 drones this year. CEO Adrian Allen says it's months of preparation.
It starts with designing and programming the show 2 to 3 months in advance, leading up to the day of, sometime we're tweaking and fixing things, but a lot of the work also is when we're on the ground, having about over 30 people that's working with us. We usually, when we travel, we tend to engage with the robotics club or the tech club. So we had students from the Heart NSTA Institute to participate, so we could pass the knowledge down onto them and show them how, what we do. So we prepare the day before and we execute the day of.
He adds there's no dress rehearsal for such a show.
Sometimes even for us, because in most cases when we do execute a show that we design, we're actually also seeing it for the first time, right? Because, you can't test a show the day before because it's a surprise element kind of thing. So, and my business partner and I, we're our touring lord. We are storytellers. We have a production company over 25 years. So this company is more of an evolution of storytelling in disguise.
The event ended with a 20-minute fireworks show as patrons exited the stadium. Grand Gala gets better each year, retaining cultural pride as Jamaicans continue to salute August 1 and 6. Trisha Gay Kelly, CVM News.
And as the country celebrates its 62nd independence anniversary, 150 Jamaicans are being honored with national awards. Among the recipients are prominent figures such as Jamaica's ambassador to the United States, Audrey Marks, Professor Wendell Abel, philanthropist, and businessman Gary Butch Hendrickson. There are also several unsung heroes. The honorees exemplify that while not everything may be perfect on the island, Jamaica certainly has what it takes to get it right. More from Ramon Gordon.
Jamaica, make some nice and cheer on Team Jamaica. So we greet every time when we celebrate. Tell them start the race at Jamaica, we say all the way.
Jamaica celebrated its 62nd year of independence on Tuesday. The milestone was marked by fanfare and vibrant celebrations, culminating at the National Stadium with a grand gala featuring fireworks and drone displays. Among the many themes of independent Jamaica is recognition, not only for those who've championed our freedoms, but also for those who, with newfound privileges, have enriched the national experience through invention, creativity, sacrifice, and kindness. This year, 150 of those Jamaicans will be recognized with official accolades for their work across industries. Some names are more recognizable. Among them, the island's National Security Minister, Dr. Horace Chang. Performer Nadine Action Sutherland would also join the ranks of entertainers being recognized for their contribution to the arts. Among the awardees are some lesser-known Jamaicans who demonstrated extraordinary courage, with some risking their own lives to help save their fellow countrymen. In 2019, Reverend Professor Randolph Henry saved the life of a man who had been shot multiple times while traveling along Red Hills Road in Kingston. He rendered aid until the police and ambulance services arrived. Also being recognized for gallantry is Jermaine Hurst, who intervened to prevent a suicide attempt in his community.
This is a milestone. This is something that a lot of us never get to receive while we can celebrate.
Me love Jamaica, me nah sell out. Them try clip we wings, somehow we can't fly out. But when we there, yard, nothing nice like Jamaica. Roast breadfruit and banana. Under the tree with a glass of lemonade. Jumping on the river when me ready for bed. No boy can't buy me out. Me no foreign minded, no way compared to Jamaica.
The National Honors and Awards allows the nation to recognize Jamaicans who have made significant contributions to national life through their service and achievements. It's a way to acknowledge that while Jamaica may have its challenges, we have the means to make things right. Ramon Gordon for CVM News.
Stay with us. More to come on CVM News at 7 after this break.
CVM News at 7 Wednesday headlines, courtesy of Heart NSTA Trust, Jamaica's Human Development Agency.
We are an island of over 3 million dreams, but we share one destiny. Success for one is success for all. We are small, but we're not afraid of big challenges, because when we face the world, we have the power of many behind us. We are Jamaicans. Many strides, one dream, many heartbeats, one pulse. Sagicor, celebrating Jamaican success.
Live bill-free until 2025 with Quartz Ready Cash. That's right, no light, no water, nor cable bill. Just take a Quartz Ready Cash loan of $80,000 or more on 18 to 36 months between July 8 and August 18, and you'll be automatically entered for a chance to win. First place, free bill payment for 6 months valued at $600,000. Second place, free bill payment for 3 months valued at $300,000. And third place, free bill payment for 1 month valued at $100,000. Plus one winner of $50,000 weekly. Visit any of our locations island-wide to apply or online at quartzreadycash.com. It's quick, easy, and hassle-free. Live bill-free until 2025 with Quartz Ready Cash. Ready when you are. Conditions apply. Authorized under Section 58(3) of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
The best Burger King with the best tasting burger under the sun. You deserve the best. You are number one. Best. Flame grilling, juicy whopper, cause you deserve it. Yeah, next level, awesome, that's how we serve it. Mama menu done your way. The taste rules every day. Flame grilled goodness, you deserve it. Great taste, well done. More flavor, fresh fun. Burger King, best tasting burger under the sun.
CVM News at 7 Wednesday, courtesy of...
Your love lives on with life insurance from Sagicor.
Welcome back. Now, while more Jamaicans are entering the real estate market seeking convenient and affordable options, here comes a company that's setting itself apart from the rest. Freeform Factory, the region's primary supplier of everything foam, is encouraging Jamaicans to embrace something else than the traditional brick and mortar. Our reporter Trisha Gay Kelly has part 2 of their story.
Jamaicans have been feeling the heat of late, and the hot days now extend well beyond summer. With foam housing, heat is not an issue. At least that's what the Caribbean supplier of foam Freeform Factory has assured. When compared to block and steel, the company's operations supervisor Fitzroy Thomas says there are many benefits.
They have reduced building time, so that costs less to build. That's where your saving coming, because time is money. So the less time you take to do a construction, you save a little bit more on that. As we've said before, indoor temperature will be more cooler. That can be like anywhere from 10 to 15 degrees cooler than your traditional concrete, block and steel.
An expert in the field and the company's technical advisor Arnaldo Peralta explains foam is a great insulator and can keep the heat outside.
The effect of the foam is have a very low heat energy transmission. So if the heat is outside, very little heat will come to the inside of the house. And if it outside it is cold, the warming energy used in the house is very low also. Insulation is both way, from heat to cold, from cold to heat.
The business gained popularity through the public's foam housing label. However, the title has confused others, making them iffy about trusting the structure.
It's kind of 50-50. So you have some persons that are like, they don't trust this at all, it doesn't make sense, but you have other persons who are actually doing their research and following up with us while we show them and while we try to educate them on the fact that the product works. So you have persons who are actually gravitating towards it and are willing to use it.
For clarity, the company continues to highlight that the houses are not only made of foam. After adding the galvanized mesh for security, the foam is flashed with mixed concrete, as is done with block and steel. They even train contractors who have an interest in creating similar models.
We do the construction ourselves. We have a team in place, but also if you decide to use your own contractor, we also do that as well. What we'll do is that we'll come by and look at the system that you're building, that you're doing, and make sure that the person that you have doing the work know what they're doing. So we instruct them and make sure they're using the material the right and proper way, because at the end of the day, that reflects back on us, the company. So we do the training and stuff so a person can get to learn and get more depth and have a better knowledge of the system and how to use it.
And after witnessing the house's ability to withstand natural disasters like Hurricane Beryl, Freeform Factory has even been asked to assist with rebuilding homes in countries like St. Vincent and the Grenadines, which was severely impacted. Trisha Gay Kelly, CVM News.
The Denbigh Agricultural Show, another hallmark event on Jamaica's Independence Day calendar, demonstrated remarkable resilience despite the recent setbacks from Hurricane Beryl. The event still proceeded with a renewed spirit of optimism and community strength, with stakeholders announcing plans for the future of the country's agricultural sector. Brittania Witter reports.
Building back through resilience, that was the theme of this year's Denbigh Agricultural Show. The event, which was scaled down to a single day instead of the usual 3 days due to Hurricane Beryl's impact, attracted thousands of visitors showcasing Jamaica's agricultural prowess. Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries Floyd Green announced that farmers will benefit from a $1.4 billion relief initiative aimed at the quick recovery of the sector.
I've announced today that we're going to add an additional $100 billion to that as a part of our new package. We are now going to put an additional $1.4 billion towards the recovery effort. The original $700 billion that was announced was what the ministry looked around and said that they could reallocate from its own resources, not touching our capital budget, to be able to respond quickly. But we do know that we needed more, especially considering that we've seen over $6 billion in loss to the agricultural sector. So the $1.4 billion will give us a big start, will really help us, and will really solidify some of the longer term things we need to do to build resilience.
He adds that plans are also in place for fishers.
So originally we had about $29 million to help our fishers. That was directly to help fishers in relation to things like wire, in relation to their fish traps to be able to get back out there. But we do appreciate that there was a lot of infrastructural damage, especially across 5 beaches. So we would have announced today that we're going to do $100 million in infrastructure support. What we've done is that we've identified 4 or 5 beaches that we're going to look to build out fishers' infrastructure to deal with their gear sheds, to deal with how they store their boats, just in general. This is going to be resilient infrastructure. We're not building it back as we found it, we're building it back stronger. Additionally, there's an additional $60 billion that will go to fishers. Plus, we have some support from companies like Rainforest and NCB that puts in another $10 million. So our fishers will get some support in the coming weeks.
Meanwhile, Prime Minister Andrew Holness shares that the Agriculture Minister now has a deadline to make the sector more productive than before.
I have given an instruction to the Minister of Agriculture as part of our food security and resilience to come up by April 2025 with a national plan to build resiliency in agriculture, which would include increasing the local production of goods here in Jamaica using Jamaican input and Jamaican resources, to increase our processing capabilities for food, to increase our storage capabilities for food, to increase the financing available to small and medium-sized and large farmers, because we must start to treat agriculture as a business and not only as a passion.
The show saw a substantial turnout, with farmers, vendors, and organizers displaying a diverse array of produce, livestock, and agricultural innovations. Farmers took center stage, sharing their experiences of recovery and rebuilding in the wake of Hurricane Beryl. Brittania, Witter, CVM News.
CVM News at 7 returns in just a moment.
So I don't have no time for whole heap of paperwork. That's why I downloaded and signed up for my One JN Passport app. It's a whole new level of convenience and access to services within the JN Financial Group. Just a few taps on my smartphone and box. I can update my personal information, open a JN Bank savings account, and even apply for an unsecured loan. Get it all in one go. Download and sign up now. The One JN Passport app. JN will help you find a way.
Hey my peeps, get this on the regular. Your HIV status if you consider. At least if you test once a year. Just 15 minutes and your status clear. Cause it might not show up on your timeline and you learn too late, so you're out of time. A progressive future, mandatory. Real long life, our story. You hear?
Remember, update your status in a real life. Do a HIV test today.
Just 15 minutes and your status clear. Real long life, our story. Real long life was a youth coming from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
Buy a bag of Hypro feeds and win a bag of cash in the Farm to Fortune promotion. Hypro is back with another chance for you to win a share of millions in the Farm to Fortune promotion. Try for the grand prize of $3 million. Weekly prizes of $100,000 plus daily prizes. To enter, buy any qualifying Hypro feed and text the entry code in the bag for your chance to win a bag of cash in the Hypro Farm to Fortune promotion.
Watch your pocket grow. Watch it grow with Hypro.
Conditions apply. Authorized under Section 58(3) of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
And we welcome you back now with a look at what's happening on social media.
So, what's getting the most attention online today? Roje Stona etches his name in history as Jamaica's first ever field event gold medalist, shattering records with a 70-meter throw at the Paris Olympics. Here are some of your comments. At Raymond the Genius shares, Thanks, Roje. You saved us from leaving without a single gold medal. This isn't our year. Congratulations, though, youth. At Patriotic Jam posts, history we're making out here. Congrats, Stona. Hashtag Team Jamaica. We never give up. At Free Sadiq Bay comments, brother threw an absolute bomb. Jumped from 8th place to 1st. At Shameless Dawn posts, Jamaica's saving grace this Olympics being the field event athletes. Who would have thought? That throw coming right after Elekna threw an Olympics record was incredible to watch. At Anthony Bibbs 19 adds, one of the biggest upsets in these Olympics, delivers the first gold medal for Jamaica in the Olympics. At Jordizel J says, Roje Stona is an Olympic gold medalist. History in the discus, Jamaica stand up. At Daniel O. Jarrett writes, history, this is just history. Roje Stona out of nowhere. Jamaica's first gold medal at the Olympics. Olympic record, you know. And that's what's trending online today. Continue to share your thoughts with us on X at CVM TV and the CVM_television.